We begin this edition from the just concluded Africa-Paris Climate Summit, a first of its kind, spearheaded by President Emmanuel Macron of France, and had several leaders from the developing world as well as European heads of state in attendance. The summit took on the monumental task of addressing the lack of money flowing to poor and vulnerable countries as they battle a cocktail of interconnected crises. The summit was never expected to solve these problems in a day and a half, but it has started a crucial conversation. It's shown a spotlight on the scale of these crises, the clear demands from countries of the global south, and the pathways of action that the global north is choosing to advocate for. Here now is a report.
World leaders, most of them from the African continent, converged in Paris for the two-day Climate Finance Summit. Many hoped the meet would set the tone for meaningful progress on climate finance ahead of this year's COP28 climate conference in Dubai. But it failed to deliver a debt forgiveness plan. High on the agenda was finding ways to help developing nations meet the challenges of climate change. This included a new plan by the World Bank to let countries hit by natural disasters pause debt payments.
Africa alone loses $7 to $15 billion a year because of climate change. And that's going to rise to about almost $50 billion a year by 2040. So the world has to meet its commitment, the developed countries, of the $100 billion. I mean, it's a very small amount of money compared to the scale of the problem. But by not meeting it, it has a crisis of trust in developing countries.
Developing countries say the US, Europe and other big economies have caused most climate damage and have left the poorer ones to deal with the consequences of the climate crisis. The Zambian and Kenyan presidents were vocal about the need to urgently address the issues of conflict and climate as part of the global challenges.
We cannot achieve what we want to achieve if we allow our global community to focus time, resources, everything, technology, on conflict. I think there's a duty for us all to keep our individual countries peaceful, out of conflict, and not export instability to other countries, neighboring or far away. As we now know, instability anywhere is instability everywhere.
We have to rethink. We are in a new normal. The new normal that came through the pandemic, into the Ukraine-Russia war, into the vagaries and what climate change is doing to us.
Developing nations called for a transformation of the world's financial system. The summit, which sought to turbocharge reform efforts aimed at unlocking trillions of dollars needed to tackle climate change, did deliver a sense of growing momentum. A sprinkling of announcements followed.
D'abord, il y a eu durant ce sommet des choses très concrètes qui ont été obtenues. Nous avons finalisé les 100 milliards climat qui étaient tant attendus, été au rendez-vous des 100 milliards de réallocation de droits de tirage spéciaux qui avaient été promis en 2021, et je félicite tous ceux qui ont finalisé leurs accords ici. On a lancé un nouveau fonds pour justement la forêt et la nature en vue de la COP 28 qui a vocation à peu près à faire la même chose.
Rich countries announced a €2.5 billion clean energy agreement, with Senegal and Zambia striking a deal to restructure $6.3 billion of its debt. A push for taxing shipping emissions also gained support.
中欧双方应当跨越分歧，努力寻找更多的共同点，求同存异，聚同化异，推动更富创造性的合作，以中欧关系的稳定性应对国际形势的不确定性。
Rich countries, however, barely engage with the global south's key demands on new financing. Countries in debt distress were thrown financial lifeline, but critics say measures fall short of what is needed. Still, many attendees left Paris with a sense of optimism. The African leadership did indicate that the summit had renewed a sense of urgency and hope for many of them. Bureau Report, WION World is One.